Hello everyone, and welcome to the, I lost count, Mars 4 game development update, summary, some gameplay footage, and AMA afterwards. So, as always, I'll start out first giving you guys an update of where we are in the game, how it's going, show you guys gameplay, and then I will be answering all of your questions. Also, at the end of the AMA, we'll be giving away a few prizes, so stick around for that. And lastly, not lastly, firstly, we're just starting. There was another very important point I was going to make, which I have forgotten. Yes. Feel free to ask your questions at any point throughout the AMA, but once I finish the presentation and showing you guys the gameplay, then I'll go through and I'll answer every single one of your questions, as always. So if I haven't answered it immediately, don't worry, just be patient. Wait till we get to the end, and then I will address it, as always. So, to start with, this is the current version of Mars 1, which we'll be putting out live pretty soon to the community. So I'm just going to walk you through actually playing the game. I just started a new campaign, not new campaign, but a new game with no progress. So this is the first steps of the tutorial. Right now my oxygen is low, and it's teaching me about how to refill my oxygen at the bottom left of my screen. There. So I just found this oxygen canister on the ground. I had to pick it up, use it, and then that will refill my oxygen. And then it moves on to the next steps in the initial tutorial, which is exploring the wreck that I arrived on and just giving me some basic necessities that I need, such as my building plan, a pickaxe, and some other parts that it will teach me how to utilize a bit later on. As a survival game, it's kind of important that you start getting stuff set up. The game starts in the morning time. I'm not sure if you guys noticed the sun rising. But that means the temperature for the moment, as in Mars 1, the land plot we're using is near the equator, the temperature actually gets fairly livable during the day. But once nightfall comes, that's going to be an issue. So we need to try and get a shelter set up before nightfall arrives and before I run out of oxygen. Because I have started with the one oxygen canister I just used up, and I have one more spare, and we need to first get some oxygen production going before those two run out. So first steps that I'm going to need to do, I'm going to need to mine some of the starting resources just around where I crashed, and I'm going to get this done quickly so that I don't die, and then I'll show you guys some of the other features, show you guys a bit more of the map, stuff like that. But I need to get this done fairly quickly. And these are all examples of the some lithium, of the lowest level tools and stuff. So this is literally the starting experience in your first few minutes in the game. Through more gameplay, more progression, and also the later versions of the game, Mars 2, 3, and 4, you wouldn't be expected to be mining stuff with a pickaxe, or they have exosuits and stuff like that. So I have, let's see what I got. I got 61 kilos of iron ore, 4 kilos silicone, 24 kilos of aluminum ore, and 600 grams of lithium. So let's start out just building a simple platform, because the first step is those of you who have read the tutorial there, that thing just under the minimap already see it. The next step I need to do is put together the fabricator, which I have the parts for. So let's let's craft the fabricator. I had two parts here that came separately that I picked up from the wreck, and the first step is just teaching players how to use the character crafting system. The first thing they're able to make here is the fabricator. While that's happening, I'm actually going to expand my base a little bit, because this is going to be too small. Because as soon as I set up the fabricator, right after that, I'm also going to need to set up a arc furnace to smelt the iron ore that I've just got. So may as well get this stuff set up as well. No, I think I actually like that shape. Okay, so put a few. No, that's a doorway. I want a window. So windows, these square areas. Oh, and I've run out of iron ore. So okay, is this done yet? Almost. Bam. Okay, so let's place that at the back here. Actually, maybe I'll place it in this corner so it doesn't block the views of the windows. Oh wait, it's backwards. There we go. Wait, or is that backwards? No, that's the right way around. Not that it doesn't actually matter, you can interact from any angle, but it just, here is the screen that will show progress of what's going on. So, your first fabricator, it runs on battery power. Luckily I have another battery. And we can throw in here the other resources, and the first thing we need to make is an arc furnace. But I have used up all the iron ore that I had, well, almost all. I have 4 left. Building stuff, so I need to run and find me some more iron ore. Here's some stuff I can mine. Also, in the distance there's 2 vehicles. If you can recognize them from this distance, tell me at the end of the stream, and I'll give you a prize. I'll give you a second one. Alright. Yeah. The one of the developers was joking around. I picked this location for the crash site to start with because this view is kind of awesome, and that crater over there is like one of the most distinct elements of this land plot. Later on I'll post a link to what land plot this is on, and so I wanted the Mars 1 game to start within view of that crater. But what it meant, you're on the side of the hillside, and sometimes when you're mining, the rocks, like the ores and stuff, will just tumble down the hey! Oh, I got it. And so they're saying that was pretty unlucky. But I think reality is, if your ship would have smashed into this cliff face, instead of kind of landing elegantly there, it would have been more unlucky. So, count your blessings. Okay. Ooh, more lithium. Okay. Yeah, I have 100. I should be more than enough. What time is it? It is noon right now. You see in the bottom left the temperature and the time. So let's chuck this in here, and let's get to work on an arc furnace. Oh wait. So an arc furnace, you notice it requires 20 iron ore and 1 battery to produce, and it'll take the battery from this inventory. So I wanted to use like an empty battery instead of one of the full ones. So that is in production, and in the meantime actually I can take this, oh it's already done. So I'll set that up, and then after that I need to set up the solar charger. Where would this fit? Okay, does this fit right here? No, I'll put it over here. Okay, so the furnace, I will get that to start smelting the iron ore and aluminum that I have. I guess I'll take a bit of this back. Oops. Take a bit of that back. Put that in here and get that smelting. Yeah, there we go. That's for some first iron ore. Now, battery power is next to be a problem. Luckily, I started, one of the things I picked up from those containers was the sunflower solar charger. So I'd put a battery in here and have it start charging. However, this is only going to work during the daytime, and it's already 12:38, as you can see in the bottom left. So we're already past the midday sun, and now I need a heater, but more than anything I need more iron. So I'm going to leave that smelting and head up over here and get a bit more iron. This is gonna be a hard one to mine. Yo. Alright. Let's try lucky on that one. There's some other ore nodes down there, but I'm not keen on climbing back up that hillside, so let's see if I can get to this one here. Nope. Kind of a tricky idea up here. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah. Come on. There we go. I'm just trying to hope that most of these end at on that plateau below me, so I can still get them. Well, that lithium just... Nope. Oh, I should have picked up those first. Ah, they're coming down. Sorry. Get back here. Those are gone. That's okay. I should have enough from what I mined here so far. How much do I have? 82. I don't think so. I think I need a few more. Bit of lithium. And I'll mine these as well. And then the next thing I need to do is fill out the base's structure and upgrade it so that it's airtight, so that I can get an atmosphere going in there. If you notice, my oxygen in the bottom left is already... I've already burnt through a lot of that canister that I used earlier on. I have one more, though. See, I got one more canister, but... What else do I have here? Ooh. Okay, now with that, yeah, no, 170, that should hopefully be enough. Some windows there, another window there, and then just some flat walls. Oh no, that's not a wall, that's a wall. Okay, and then let's get some ceiling panels going. Triangular panels. Oh, ah, crap. I'm gonna need a bit more height there. So... This base shape just got really weird because I didn't plan for that. Okay, but anyway, I'll get back to that in a moment. Oh, that battery's dead. I'm gonna recharge it. Put the battery that I just took out of the solar charger to put back in the furnace so it can keep smelting. And while I'm doing that, let me destroy these. I think I should. Oh wait, I'm missing a bit of iron. I made this base a little bit too big at the beginning. How do I want to deal with this? Okay, if I'm not going to be able to get the whole base airtight in time, then I'll need to build an oxygen generator. I mean a canister refilling generator. I think I actually have enough for it though. Do I? 100 iron, 1 energy cell. Yes, but it's going to use that energy. Oh. Take that. And cell. I think we need to actually produce another energy cell first. Why is that not crafted? Okay, I didn't have any lithium in there. I'm an idiot. That's something we actually just fixed today, was having a little warning icons on top of the resources that you're missing. And then I want to make one of these. Okay, so I'll let that craft. I'll put that battery in there to charge. And then here, drop myself a generator. And let's probably make one more battery. Okay. And then the generator we can just place out here somewhere. And then I'll put my empty oxygen tank in and have it start refilling that. Cool. So just in time for me to start the low oxygen warning. So I can now enjoy my last oxygen canister, knowing that I will have another one ready in time. Next problem to address is temperature. I want to expand this base more. So let's see if we can get that done in time. Some aluminum. I'm going to take those batteries out for the moment. Yes, the aluminum, which goes back here. Put this one to charge. And yeah, that's doing good. Guess I may as well put the aluminum. Have that aluminum smelting in the meantime. But I am going to need some more iron because I ended up making the base a bit bigger than I was intentionally planning to. Oh, that rock's gone. Whoever's going to build their base right at the bottom of this cliff is getting a lot of free resources. Oh wow, look at that one go. Where'd it go? Yeah. Okay. I guess this is the tax for having a good view. Oh, that was... No. Come back, come back. Oh, crap. I really wish I had a higher level exosuit or something to be able to jump up these rocks a bit easier. But... let's see... I think I can make it around this way. Or maybe in that corner. Get a bit of a run-in start. Oh! Yeah, there we go. Hey! That's looking pretty cool! Like, it's not finished yet. With the dust storm in the background. I'm liking how my base is turning out. Maybe a bit more mining though. I don't think I didn't get that much iron. Oh. No, not getting that piece. Learned my lesson. Not worth it to jump off the cliff for a bit of iron. There. Now... Now let's build, I guess, a staircase. We'll put this staircase in the corner here. Yeah, like that. And then we'll build some more. Oh wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. Those are door frames, not windows. And that was me destroying the wrong thing. Look, I'm not very good at my own game. I'll admit that. But okay. So this was meant to be a normal. That's a normal wall. I'll put a normal wall there, and a normal wall there. And I guess I'll start building the next floor actually, so that I can move around here a bit easier. Yeah, I think I'll just. I'm out of iron. That's. Oh, I should probably put the other battery to charge. Because we're getting pretty close to dusk, so to try and make use of all the charging I can. There's something mineable around here. Right, here's a bit more I can mine. Yeah, I got it. That is okay. Oh, I'm actually take this moment now that I have a bit. Now that I'm not too worried about oxygen. Still worried about temperature, but I'll deal with that in a minute. So here is where we are at the moment. You can see this is that wreck right there. And if we go in any direction, the map is just absolutely massive. Like, there's so much here. Like, down here, this is the plateau that you were seeing with all the little craters. See? Off that end. Like, all those little craters down there in the distance. And, yeah, this is all inside of just one normal land plot. Like, not a rare or super rare, just a normal land plot that one of the developers owns. What was it? Oh, I was drawing 2. Finish building. Oh wait, did I mix up? Yes, I did. Huh. Not to worry about that right now. Let's put a doorway in. We can get the fabricator to start working on. Let's make a door with the fabricator to put in the doorway. Silicon and 1 iron. Yeah, should be good. A bit more silicon in there. And we need a few windows. Also silicon and iron. Things like that. 4 maybe. And then let me get back to how do I want to design this? I guess just like this. And now the ceiling. Oh, oops. Damn it. In hindsight, I should have maybe made a simpler base to show you guys, but I really like this base design. I think it looks kind of cool. So, where is? Oh, that's foundation. Ah, I'm out of iron. The door's probably ready though. Is it? Yeah, it is. And some of these windows. So let's put the door in place. There's massive gaps on either side of it, but we have a door. You know, let's put some windows in as well. I mean, the rest of the walls are more window than wall, but still, it's progress. When I was speaking with Andrews, the CMO, he was talking about how like one of the important things in survival that a lot of people don't consider is like maintaining your mental sanity, like because you're alone there in what seems like potentially a desperate situation, and it's easy to kind of lose hope, so you have to like focus on small successes. And yeah, so we have windows. Small success. And as before, don't worry about, like, keep dropping your questions in chat, and I will get to all of them once I finish having fun playing the game. I mean, it's kind of what this turned into. I haven't really been talking that much and just playing, but I guess that's the best presentation of a game. If someone needs to talk about all the things the game has and can do and stuff, well, then the game probably can't do it yet. Because I need to finish the central. And then... bam, bam. Okay. I think we have fully scaffolded a base that, once upgraded, would be airtight. Will be airtight. Oh crap, temperature's dropping though. Can I make a heater? What do I need to make heater? Heater, where's heater? 4 iron, 1 energy cell. Yes, I can make that. So let's craft us a heater, and I'll just put it in the center. Like, it's gonna do very little until this whole thing is airtight, but... oh wait, let me just pick up. That's more aluminum. There is iron. There's battery. There's the heater. I'll just put that right in the center. Turn it on. Okay, there we go. Temperature around me. My suit temperature now is higher, so that's good. And let's get some more smelting going on, because I don't need raw iron anymore, because that was I just used for scaffolding. Let's see if we can get a little bit more juice out of the solar panel before the sun completely sets. Not a bad view though, gotta admit. So, location, location, location. Where is that? Needs a window. Oh. Okay. And now we can start upgrading. We'll start with the floor. Did I run out of... yes, I did. I'm gonna need more. Oh, there is some more iron right there. And then I'm gonna need to mine a bit more, but it's very cold outside. We're down to 3.6 degrees Celsius away from the heater. So that's, yeah, that's pretty freaking cold. And it'll probably keep dropping. But we'll probably end the stream before, or I mean at least end the only me playing part before then. Oh, that's done. So at the moment, and in Mars 1, in the first version you guys are going to play, the gameplay, as you guys can already see, is focused mostly around crafting, mining, exploration, and building a base that can keep you alive. Luckily in this stream so far we haven't had to deal with any harsher weather than this, but it's still... oh, that's gone. It still is getting pretty cold at night. Oh shit, my suit temperature is down to 3 degrees. 2 degrees. Ah, I get back to the heater. Yep. Now, you notice my character's taking damage because my suit temperature got so low. So, I get back to the heater. Oh, turn on the heater. Come on. Okay, there we go. Whew. The heater had turned off. So, now I'm back up. Not taking damage from the cold anymore. Let's some more of that producing, and let's start upgrading some of these walls. Oh, that's backwards. Not backwards. No, I don't think I have any iron left. And I think after this, what I'm going to do, however, at that point, I think I can actually start answering questions. Wait, no, I want to take that here and drain some oxygen. So, my goals moving forwards now with this base, I have to finish upgrading it to make it airtight, and then I need to craft an oxygen generator. See, an oxygen generator? Although I don't want to spend the iron on that just yet. And then I want to get a hydrogen energy cell charger so that I can... Oh, that I actually could make right now, because I have a lot of spare aluminium. So I'll start crafting that now. Because although this little solar charger is doing its damn best to keep me alive, nighttime has already fallen, so that's not going to be much help, and we need something a bit more sustainable. So what I'm going to do now is I will open up and start looking through everyone's questions. And in the meantime, I'll still keep playing, but at a much slower pace. So let's see. So first question, will there be a cloud save system? Not for Mars 1. For Mars 1, it's fully single player, and we're not, you'll be doing saves locally. If you really want to, you could move the save from one place to another. Unfortunately, we would have liked to have put Mars 1 on Steam, for example, which would have done that for us. However, Steam does not allow any crypto games, so that would mean that we had to make the decision of, do we want to build our own cloud save system right now, or just focus on development? Because after Mars 1, a cloud save system wouldn't be necessary, because by that point it's fully online and you're running on the dedicated game servers, in which case, yes. At that point, effectively, like, yeah, no matter where you log in from, all of your account data, all of your inventory, everything is on the server, not on the client. So we decided not to bother implementing a cloud save system, because it would be investing development time into a feature that would quickly become obsolete. So yeah, for Mars 1, no cloud save, but later on, effectively yes, because everything will be on the cloud, so it doesn't really, yeah, you won't be saving anything locally. Next, Max Trooper says cheers. Cheers, mate. What's the next question? Nope, that piece of lithium went flying. No, I need that iron ore. And lithium, and that iron ore. Oh. Yeah. Once you survive, build your station, mine resources, build machines, travel faster and wider. How are you going to keep players engaged in the Mars experience? Well, oh Jesus, that was a long drop, and I'm freezing to death now. Let me... I don't know if I'm actually making it die. I am freezing very, very quickly. Go on. Go on. Close the door, close the door. Oh, do I make it in time? No, I don't. Damn it. Alright. So I'll just respawn and continue from where I was. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at your questions. Let me just quickly grab everything off of my body. Oh. Okay, so the question was, how will we keep players engaged? Well, as we've seen already, even with just building exploration and crafting games, you can have a lot of player engagement because everyone's always trying to build bigger and like build better, explore more, find more cool things, build cooler bases in cooler places. Well, that rhymed. But more than that, I think one of the main things that will keep players engaged is the pay-to-earn element. We've seen players play this type of game for tens of thousands of hours just because it's fun to build stuff and express yourself. As long as we keep new content flowing, like adding new different things you can build, things you can craft, different ways to build bases, etc. As long as we do that, we've seen players play this type of game for very long times. And then add on to the fact that while doing the same thing they were doing before, now they could actually be making money doing it, even making a living potentially. I think that alone will cover a lot of the player retention necessities. And also there's other ways that we can be addressing it as needed, but in my opinion, let's address problems as they actually surface as problems, and I suspect that that's really, like, even what we have planned currently at a minimalistic level is still so much more than every other pay-to-earn game has, that I don't think that's going to be too big of an issue. And if it is, we can look at adding different methods of events and like weekly events or different seasons to things, etc. This is like how to increase player retention is a problem that standard game development, particularly free-to-play games, have been perfecting for the past decade. So it's not it's not a new problem we have to invent a solution for. There's lots of known, tried and true things that you can do. But honestly, I think, like, if this type of game was able to survive and thrive before pay-to-earn mechanics, then incorporating pay-to-earn mechanics into it is going to be more than enough. Next question. Will we be able to control colonists in this demo, or can we only control one player for this demo? You'll only have a single colonist you'll be playing with, and if it dies, you would just respawn, as you saw already. We'll be adding in ownership of multiple colonists and stuff like that later on, but as this first demo of the game is really focusing just on the core gameplay mechanics, balancing and perfecting them to be as fun as possible, because that's what, I mean, going back to the previous question about how will we retain players, and the real solution is there's just being a genuinely fun game. And so for that to work, it's all about playtesting, getting player feedback, etc. That's actually kind of wonky. I'm going to destroy that. And instead, I'm going to grab a bit of iron ore out of here. I want to redesigning the base live because that was actually kind of uncomfortable to walk up. I'll put it here. Yeah. Yeah, that's much cooler. Wait. So if I destroy this, and then destroy this... Oh, crap, I upgraded it. Well, that's staying like that now. I'm not going to destroy it anymore. And did I get rid of... I don't have any scrap iron left. Not going to worry about that. Let's continue airtight in the base. So, does the team own this demo land plot? Yes. In fact, Judas, the COO, he is the one who owns this land plot. I built all of these the wrong way around. Okay. Okay, and then... Why is my temperature dropping? Oh, crap, that's out of power. Yeah, I got a battery in here. Oh. Don't want to die a second time on stream. There we go. So, next question. Does the team... Mars terrain doesn't seem like the most exciting place to explore and have fun. Can you elaborate on how you will keep the experience interesting and avoiding potential sense of meaninglessness? At the moment, the terrain is quite bland because it's still early in development. This is like the first build we're putting out. So terrain will be getting much, much better. Remember, that's normally when you see a game, any kind of game launched publicly, it's been in development for many years, and you're seeing like the 10th iteration on each thing in the game. But in the crypto community, because we do everything more open and transparent with the public, it means you're seeing stuff at a stage that you rarely see in games. So you must just take into consideration that everything will be improving and getting much better. And even in fact, right now, the terrain is already looking a bit more interesting and better than this, but like it's bad practice to update something just before a presentation. But one thing that I think will really change it a lot is once we have vehicles drivable in the environment. That is going to change the way the player interacts with the environment. Just running around this environment, sure, it's massive, but that would get pretty bland. Totally agree. But once you have vehicles to be exploring it, what becomes interesting gets a lot different. All of a sudden, like, craters and mountains and valleys become interesting challenges of how you traverse them in a vehicle, versus just stuff you either can or can't walk across. So I think that will dramatically change it. And also, as it gets better looking and as we mix more resources in and stuff like that in and amongst the terrain, then once again there's more things to find, more things to explore. We want to also integrate in other crash sites and stuff, like the one that I spawned next to here, to allow players to kind of find surprises, ultra rare resources, and stuff like that. And I think that's also a big part of what will make exploration a bit more interesting, finding stuff of value. If you find something of value, you get to sell it for real world money. And that right there makes something that could feel kind of meaningless have meaning. No, there's not. In this demo, there is not a finite amount of... Sorry. The question was, is there a finite amount of resources in this demo? And no, in Mars 1, the resources do respawn. You may have noticed that I've actually mined this resource like a couple times now. It like for the AMA, I made it respawn pretty quickly, so you don't see me running around too much. But the resources do respawn, so you're able to build as much as you want. And that's kind of the point. This demo is really only focusing on the building systems and interactions and those kinds of things. We're not worrying about too much of the exploration elements, too much of the different resource elements, no vehicles in. It's really focusing on the base building interaction systems, because that's the first thing that we want to polish and get great. And then after that, we'll be integrating in vehicles and other systems and kind of polishing and balancing and improving on each one at a time. Or in batches, actually. Wait, I actually need a bit of iron ore. Cool. That iron ore back here, take out some more iron. Next question. Using available building blocks, how tall can a structure be, i.e. 10-story building? There is no what's the word? There's no restrictions on height or anything like that. In what we're testing with Mars 1, I can't promise if this is how it'll always stay, because this is going to be up to community feedback and stuff like that. But at the moment, the only restrictions there is in the building process is structural overhangs. So if you build a wall up, a ceiling can only go 6 meters out before it needs reinforcements if you want to keep building sideways. So that's the only building restriction we have at the moment, because like, as building is meant to be quite a fun and engaging part of the game, we don't want to be restricting players' creativity too much. And that's the theory we'll be testing first. That may change over time, because I could see situations where players want, where the community wants to create more of a progression system, for example, more specialization for engineering colonists, and in which case restricting the ability for buildings to be built that high without some mechanic that requires an engineering colonist or an architect colonist to get involved. So yeah, but to answer your question, no, at least in this first demo, it's not going to be an issue. And I think we're airtight. I should have actually built it. Oh no, I can't build a dome because I didn't build it properly round. So we need oxygen, 15 iron, 2 silicone. Need a bit more iron. Iron, 2 silicone. Can I craft that now? No, I can't. What am I missing? A battery? Oh, I have no charged batteries. Okay. It's 4 in the morning. Did I leave a battery in here? No, I didn't. Is there a battery in here? No, I didn't. I guess there's the battery for my heater, but I kind of need that to survive. So the problem I have is that my fabricator doesn't see all my batteries are empty, and I want to craft the oxygen generator, but I need not only a battery for the generator, which that I have, but I need a full battery to actually. Oh! I forgot. I produced the hydrogen energy cell charger a little while ago. And now I can put that down here. I can put in all of these empty batteries and charge them. Haha, with that hydrogen that I had. Okay, so there is a solution. Because the problem is, otherwise, I'd have to wait till daybreak to use my solar battery charger. Okay, so that's charging. While that's going... Oh, my oxygen's going to run out soon. I'll preemptively refill my suit's oxygen so I don't forget about that and die. Yes, the solar battery charger is very small and funny and cute. It's animated also. This version of the game, it isn't animated, but like it folds up and collapses into the ground so that during sandstorms it doesn't get damaged. But the idea is that this is like the efficient, cheap, portable version, because it's the one you brought down on your spaceship with you, and then you can build fields of these, or you can build bigger, more advanced ones. Have I grown my first potato yet? No. In fact, potato growing is not going to be supported in Mars 1. As I said, we're just focusing on the building and crafting mechanics for Mars 1. In Mars 2, though, we will be introducing potato growing, and we've already started development on it. When potatoes. Yes. Please, can we make that a meme? That needs to be a Mars 4 community meme. When potatoes. Yes, building. Someone says, I see that building roads will be useful. Yes, building roads will be super useful. As you can already see, not only even just for walking around, building roads will be super useful, but also for vehicles and stuff, because there are some vehicles that are very good on rough terrain and stuff like that. However, not all of them. And if you look at something like the Shire, HLTV that you guys should have already seen, like the big sci-fi semi-truck looking thing. That has massive transport capabilities, but it's not that great off-road. So, or by off-road, I mean in extreme terrain. Like, I wouldn't want to try and drive that thing through a crater. Around one, sure, but through one, nah, probably not. So being able to build roads and bridges and stuff over craters is a great way to be able to get the full value out of that vehicle. Whereas you have some other stuff like the Terrapin, which I'm not sure if you guys know about or not yet. I believe some footage has been released of it. A single character vehicle with a ground standing radar to like find resources and stuff like that. That is fantastic off-road and really doesn't need you to build roads. Like that thing can climb up a tree. Let's the oxygen generator. What was it? Oh, and the energy cells, which should be charged now. Yeah, turn that off. Let's put those two in here and start crafting of that. I'm also going to start, while I have a full battery, start recharging one of those oxygen tanks. Put this here. Turn on. Yeah, I think. Are we pressurizable? We should be. Yes! Haha! We have pressure! So now, I can put up my visor, which you can barely see. Let's see. If I back up onto something, you can kind of see. So, you raise your visor, and now, notice I'm no longer using my suit's oxygen. So that if I put down my visor, I'll continue using my suit's oxygen. Any moment now. That's weird. Or maybe just because I'm inside, if I open the door and walk outside. Yeah, okay. So it's not using... Oh, I need to repressurize. Turn on. I'll put another battery in there just so I don't forget about it. Okay, so... we have some aluminium. Let me... do we have more batteries? We need to make more batteries. That's done enough. I need to use this battery. Oh, I need to build an airlock. That's what I need to do. Otherwise I have to keep repressurizing the room every single time. And atmosphere generators such as this one, they use up a lot of battery power to pressurize the room. Once it's pressurized though, maintaining it is a lot easier. But so I'm wasting a lot of energy not having an airlock on this place. It's harder than it might seem at first glance, but it's cool. Thank you. We need a black... yeah. Let's pull out. See those questions I get. Michael Pett said, real pictures of Mars don't look that red. Yes, it's true. And it's actually something we've had a lot of artistic discussions on, about what's the right balance of red. Because realistically, Mars looks almost exactly like a normal desert on Earth. But then there's a question to be had there. Is that what we want? Because part of this is like the having something alien feeling, having something unique and off-world feeling. You want to feel like you're on Mars. In reality, if you want to feel like you're on Mars, just go to the middle of the Gobi Desert. Like, the middle of the Gobi Desert is more Mars-like than any movie or anything you've ever seen. Except it has oxygen. That's it. But that's not really fun, because then Mars 4 is just Gobi Desert 4. It's not really that interesting. So it's about finding the right balance between realism and entertainment. And we definitely haven't found the balance right now, especially in the terrain and stuff. I'm not super happy with it. There is a lot of improvements to be done, but there is always that question of finding the right balance between the two. Just 100% realism is really boring. Like, not only that, 100% realism, one person dropped on Mars won't really survive. Like, you need so much infrastructure built ahead of time. Like, you would never expect that one person on Mars to do almost anything, because it's not realistic that they would be able to have the infrastructure and tools. And so there's always some amount of suspension of disbelief or creative liberties one must take to try and capture the feeling of what you want to present, what is being presented, versus the scientific reality of it. I mean, it's like a Top Gun movie. Like, dogfights don't work that way. In fact, we don't have dogfights anymore. We haven't since before the first Top Gun movie was made. But still, seeing two aircraft fighting is cool. But I just get stuck in that wall. Oh, I got stuck with the oh. Let's just destroy that. I need to rebuild that. Sorry. Got stuck in a wall and lost my train of thought. Upgrade that again. Okay, okay. Problem solved. So someone asked, once you break a rock, you get the minerals. Once those minerals have been taken, what happens? I mean, are new rocks going to be available at the same place, location? Yeah, as I already answered someone else, in Mars 1, new rocks will spawn back in those same locations. Later on, however, in future versions of the game, there will be more randomization, so that you do need to kind of explore different areas. And once you've mined out an area, it will be a while before new rocks spawn there. So what we'll be doing, we'll always be trying to maintain some quantity of resources on a land. However, we won't be... there's no need for this to be paused. We won't be... let's turn that back on. What was I saying? We won't be... On all lands, there'll always be some minimum amount of resources that are on them so that you can actually play the game. However, we won't be respawning them in the same places. And once you mine out an area, what you would find is that some new resources have spawned in some other parts of the game world. So there is... That kind of motivates people. You can't just expect to mine the same area over and over again like I am right now, and like you will be able to in Mars 1. You'll have to be exploring more, and that's where the vehicles come in, because you won't always have good places to mine right next to where you want to be building your base. So logically, you'll probably mine out the area around your base quite quickly, and then you'll expand out and have to go further and further away from your base, deeper out into, I said, like these other areas of the map, just going miles and miles away. And then vehicles, transports, scouting vehicles, all that stuff gets a lot more necessary. Also, will it be possible to recycle materials from unused buildings, for instance? Yes. However, exactly how we want to do it, we haven't decided yet. In Mars 1, we don't have that system. But there needs to be some element of loss in the game, because this is a mechanic. Like, this is a functioning economy. We need some kind of breakage. And one of the areas that we're planning on incorporating that to some extent is in buildings and stuff. So you can't build a whole base, then destroy it all and get all the resources back to build a new one. Something like that. That's an area where resources will get a burn mechanic, basically, to use crypto terms. So there will be some amounts of... why did I just open the door? There will be some amount of resource reimbursement. However, it's not decided how much yet, because that is going to be one of our primary burn mechanics. Someone asked, where can I buy Mars land? You can buy it on mars4.me. Yeah. Is the demo version only available to NFT holders? Yes. I'm almost positive. It's possible to change. Like, the past week has been kind of crazy. I haven't been keeping up with plans, but I'm pretty sure it's only available to landowners. Someone asked how to restore health. In Mars 1, your suit will naturally heal you over time. And later on, there will be medicines and foods and stuff I need to craft. And you do heal over time, but it will be slower in later versions. I should put some more windows so I can just look at stuff. Wait, I am going to... Let me destroy this wall. Because this wall looks like it should have a window. And then... Let's upgrade that. Then let's craft another window here. Okay. And should we upgrade to the next building tier? This is the tier 3 buildings. I'm not sure if you guys have seen these yet, but it looks pretty cool. I like it. I was in the middle of answering someone's question, though. I forgot what it was. Is it possible to change the color from yellow to something else? Oh, assuming in the buildings. In Mars 1, there's just the tiers have been pre-color selected. However, afterwards we will be allowed, like in later versions, we'll allow people to color select the different tiers, kind of repaint them, etc. I see a team has made some updates. Are you planning to launch a new Mars globe with better views on the plots? Yes, it is in the plans. It's still in fairly early development, though, so I have no idea. Like, nothing's been talked about it yet officially. But yes, we're looking into that now and seeing how we can do about it. But it's not going to be launching with the website. But it's something that you can expect at some point in the future. How about a video of the shuttle crash? Will it be on the demo or later? I'm not going to answer that for artistic reasons. Yeah, I hope you're okay with that. That's to be the only question that I'm not going to answer today. Because reasons that will hopefully become clear when you actually play Mars 1. And what was it? Oh, the windows. I need the windows. And I drove over here. Put a window in that. Okay, cool. I'm going to finish upgrading this floor to tier 3. Oh, I'll upgrade the floor. I really like how the tier 3 floor triangle tiles came out. Look at this. The way like it's a tessellating pattern like that. I love it so much. It's really cool. Okay. So I can turn on this now. I'll need to build an airlock in a bit, but I'll do that in a moment. I need to make a bigger window so you can like see out of the base better. So next questions. Hi Nick, 3 favorite beers, brand of beer. My very favorite beer, I can't pronounce the name of. It's from Estonia. It's called like POH something. And there's an accent somewhere. I don't know what it's dark beers, like 8.7%. They have a chocolate and a orange and coffee bean version, and they are just out of this world. Oddly enough, Spiros, the art director, we went out for pizza and beers yesterday, and we were drinking the beer, and he was making fun of me that I can't pronounce the name of the beer, so there's no way I'll ever be able to find the beer if this one pizza shop that I go to ever stopped stocking it. And I was like, it doesn't matter. I don't need to know the name of that beer, because I go there and he always has it. And the next day, I actually do need to know the name of the beer. But it's amazing. After that, of like a more common beer that's pretty easy to find, I would say Grembergen, I think. The like red beer from Austria, I think it is. I really love that. That's a great beer. And third. Septum Red. Septum is a local Northern Greek brewery, and they have a red beer that is really nice. But in general, I'm a big fan of all dark beers. Dark beers or red beers, it's rare that I've found one that I don't like. Will there be a spectator mode in the final version of Mars for landowners who are not active? Yes, however, exactly how it will work, we're not sure yet. Because the easiest thing to do would just be let them like spectate in full 3D, etc. But that would like mean longer loading times and stuff like that. And we're imagining if a landowner is not very active, then he wouldn't also want to wait around for loading times. And he probably doesn't care too much about like super great graphics and stuff. So we're trying to think of how best to provide that spectator landowner oversight mode for that type of user. We're not sure exactly what that is yet. It would probably be something super easy to load in a browser that you could look at on your phone kind of thing, because so exactly how we'll finalize that, it's undecided yet. But there will be something. We move the minimap with the keyboard and mouse. Yeah, the minimap just moves as you move your character. Like, it always keeps you centered. If you're referring to this map, yes, at the moment it's moved just with WASD. It doesn't have a click-drag functionality. But as you can see, like, we haven't put any work into the visuals of the interfaces yet. Like, this is just gray boxes, because just gray boxes everywhere, because our focus is on mechanics and systems and stuff like that. You know, get the hard stuff done first, get people playing it, and then we'll sort out I need to build an airlock while I'm out here, and then we'll sort out the details of like exactly how we want to make that stuff look. Oh, it seems like I just found a bug. Yeah, I just found a bug. I should be able to build this here. I'm not sure why I can't. Now, let's me build it there. Let me build it there. I can't build it there. Can I build a triangular one? Oh! I haven't actually showed you guys these. You can also build domes, but you need to build all the foundations for them first. I could maybe build this dome. Right, let me... just to show this off. How am I going to do this? I didn't think through this very well. If I build a wall here, and another wall here, and ow. Oh wait, I know what I need to do. Yeah, I was trying to be lazy. I'm trying to build a quick and easy route up to the roof to show you the small dome. Wait, I'm an idiot. But, I mean, that we all know. Just build. So the domes are different roof options that you can use. So here And then yeah. But there's the small dome you build, and then you have progressively larger ones, and these are just different roof options for buildings that give you a bit more space and a bit more efficient to build, stuff like that, because obviously you need domes on Mars. And we have 3 sizes. That one, the other ones I can't afford yet. There's the big one. So yeah, it's pretty massive. That's more or less its radius. So let see what other questions people have. I have 2 lands next to each other. Can I access them continuously? It depends exactly what you mean by continuously. You'll be able to move from one land to another, like in the game, like move up to the border of one and move him into the next one. However, you won't. There will be a short loading screen between the 2, so it's not like you're able to move back and forth between them just fine, but you couldn't, for example, build a base that is like right along the border, because you need to. There will be a short loading screen to move you from one LAN server into the next one. Is it possible to make a build for mobile devices from Unreal, or is it too heavy and drastic process? No, you definitely can make Unreal games for mobile. However, it's just a question of how much time we put into optimization. So trying to get a version to run on mobile or something like that is definitely something we will be working on, but it's to be a priority for much later down the line. Not something we'll be doing anytime soon, just because of the time investment it would take into optimization. Right now we're prioritizing getting, as I said before, getting the game functionality in, so that we can be playing, playtesting, improving, polishing, etc. And then after we have that, then we'll start looking at expanding to different platforms, different clients. Are you serious? I ran out of aluminum at that point. Yeah, can I do if we're gonna run and start? Whoop. Yeah, there we go. We need. I guess it's morning now, so. Oh, I guess I can turn this off. Turn off. Take that battery out of there. Guess we'll take one of those batteries out. Yes, yeah, it would be great to game on the go, and it is something we do want to support. It's just a prioritization of first getting core features working, getting people playing the game, etc., and then building out to support different platforms and stuff like that. Because, as I keep saying, the most important thing, and my main priority, is just make sure we have a fun game that people like to play. Once we have that, then we can look at how we get more people playing it, how we get people playing it from mobile devices, how we get people playing it on worse computers. Why am I just found another bug. Why am I losing health? I'm about to die. No idea why. Well, that's a bug. Anyway, I'll figure that out. I think with that we have answered all of the questions, and I have a special prize to give away for someone, and it's for the best question. I'm trying to think, what's the best question? There was some really good questions in here. I think it has to be the potato, right? It has to be the potato. Like, it's when potato. Let me see, who came up with the when potato? Because when potato was amazing. And that needs to become a meme. When potatoes. Okay, was that Yap Chan had when potatoes? Did he target what? I'll just control F here. Potato. Yep. So Yapchen Fei. I'm sure I'm butchering the pronunciation of your name. I am sorry, man. Contact the Mars team to get your free land. Great. Thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate it. And I'll speak to you guys soon. And you guys will be playing this soon as well. So, thank you so much for joining me, guys. And I'll see you around Discord. As you all know, I am always there. Cheers, guys. Bye.